Endeavour, the owners of UFC, have now bought the WWE. Here is everything that we know about the purchase. For months, the talk of the wrestling world outside of anything storyline related was WWE's potential sale. For the first time since its creation, it appeared that only a matter of time before the WWE was out of control of a McMahon. There has been the anxiety, including the rumour that the Saudis were going to buy WWE, along with speculation that it could be Disney, ESPN, Netflix, or some other giant corporation taking control. We now have our answer. It's Endeavour, the owners of UFC since 2016. On Monday, April 3rd, Vince McMahon appeared on the CNBC interview with Scott Wagner alongside Endeavour CEO R.I. Emanuel. Meanwhile, CEO Nick Khan spoke to Axios about the purchase as well. Here is what everyone involved has said about Endeavour's purchase of WWE. R.I. Emanuel said that UFC and WWE will be together a publicly traded company. This is our biggest thing R.I. Emanuel and Vince McMahon have ever done, and said McMahon, sporting a bizarre moustache along with a jet black dyed hair. McMahon confirmed that WWE had many suitors, including Saudi Arabia. Vince said the deal would not have happened even if his scandals had not. This deal values at USC at $12 billion, WWE at $9.3 billion. Vince was seeking $9 billion for the sale of WWE, which means he got plus an extra $300 million. The interviewer mentioned reports that Wall Street said that the deal wouldn't happen, but Emmanuel said that Wall Street missed everything. The pair were working on a new company name, which Mann said will be revealed very soon. Emmanuel said that the deal will hopefully go public on the New York Stock Exchange in 4 to 6 months, but it depends on the government. The interviewer brought up how Endeavour and WWE will work together. They will specifically ask about what will happen when the two disagree. McMahon took a light-hearted approach, laughing and saying they'd have a little contest in the ring to figure it out. Emmanuel took a more serious route, elaborating first with concluding that if he didn't say two sides had a disagreement that couldn't be resolved, they wouldn't do whatever was being discussed. He then went further, saying that they'd hope to find a way to work it out, and this is the same approach that's been used with Dana White and the UFC. The interview also mentioned TV rights, which Emmanuel admitted were coming up, but talks hadn't started yet. He gave a little sales pitch about WWE's current state, with Raw and SmackDown expanding on how Raw is the #1 show on cable and how both Raw and SmackDown ratings were up over the last year. Just a few months ago, though, moving on to Vince McMahon, he was out at WWE, seemingly for good, after announcing his retirement after multiple scandals. Not too surprisingly, he's returned to WWE in the last few months, first to help alongside negotiating the sale, but now as a full-time employee, he will be the executive chairman of WWE. McMahon confessed that he was ready to walk away with WWE, but Emmanuel admitted, I wasn't going to let him. Endeavour will do nothing in the creative process, Emmanuel revealed. McMahon was asked by the interviewer if he'd be on board creatively. Yes and no, he said. On a higher level, yes. In the weeds, which I always let to get in the weeds in the past, no, can't do that. But yeah, rumours after Raw after Mania kind of seem to suggest that, but I think we'll just have to see where that goes in the meantime. But yeah, it certainly does seem to be that may be a bit of a lie from Vince, but you know, we can't expect that. With the subject of Vince McMahon returning to TV and an in-ring character was brought up, Emmanuel left it up to McMahon, but Vince said that would not be happening. Time will tell how true that ends up being, of course. While Vince McMahon resigned for WWE last year, Nick Khan was named co-CEO alongside Stephanie McMahon. After Stephanie sat down, Cole took sole control. He has been outspoken about WWE's potential sale and what it could do, including in an Axios interview, and what he gave more details about what would be happening with Endeavour now owning WWE, and said that WWE and UFC will go separate TV rights. WWE deals with NBC, Universal and Fox Corp expire next year, but UFC is with ESPN until 2025, but a combined streaming deal could be a future possibility. Currently, WWE's streaming deal with Peacock, a part of NBC Universal, comes to an end in 2026, and UFC's deal with ESPN, which airs all of UFC's pay-per-views on ESPN, expires in 2025. This means after 2026, the two sides could come together, said Khan. The good folks at NBCU have been tremendous partners to us. So let's see what they have to say. The most important thing is that NBC and Fox, from a WWE point of view, feel respected in the process. So we're going to keep enter conversations with them, Khan said, and hope to strike a deal with both. But if that doesn't happen, we'll see with the marketplace and ultimately choose the right partners for WWE audience and our shareholders. When asked about possible layoffs, Khan said an integration team is going to be put into place between companies in short order, and we'll know. We'll have a lot more in the next week or two. When the deal is done, Endeavour will have a 51% controlling interest in the newly combined company, with WWE shareholders having the other 49%. Endeavour will appoint 6 board seats and WWE will have 5. As for how the deal affects WWE's relationship with Saudi Arabia, who Endeavour doesn't like to work with, Khan said our relationship with the kingdom is a terrific partnership. which we appreciate itself. And nothing in terms of anything else's prior experience will affect that. We think that we delivered the product in the way the Kingdom wants it delivered. We have a multi-year agreement with them in place, and we're excited to do a show. We'll be back there at May 27th, big premium live events. Many of us thought we'd never see it, but the time is here. Vince McMahon and his family no longer own WWE. It remains to be seen how Endeavour's purchase WWE will affect the company from a creative standpoint. It's sure to be a tense and awkward time for those men and women who do perform in the ring. But anyway, guys, that's it really. Thanks for the instruction. Until like, share, subscribe, comments down below. Follow the show for daily wrestling news and subscribe to the channel. Would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching.